All right, so now we have 5 different kinds of polynomial here. So let's find the degree first. So the constant, non-zero constant, degree 0. And polynomial, what's the greatest exponents of this polynomial? 1. What's the greatest? 2. What's the greatest? 3. What is the greatest? 4, 3, and 1. 4. So name using degree. So we have constant here. Okay, so when it's a first to the first power, we call this linear. It may be something new. If it's squared, it's quadratic. These are the names of using degree. So when it's to the third power, it's called cubic. When it's to the fourth power, you say fourth degree polynomial. And number of terms, we have how many terms? 1. How many terms? 2. How many terms? 1, 2, 3. How many terms? Only 1. How many terms? 3. And if there's mono, if it's only 1, it's called monomial. If it's 2, we call them binomial. When it's 2, 1. When we have 3, it's trinomial. 3. And we have 1, monomial, and trinomial. 3 and 1. Please copy it down. And I need you to remember like the names of polynomials. Let's look at the example. And so we need to place terms in order because you see like x to the first and x to the second. X to the second is after x to the first. So I need you to put the greatest exponents first, 3x, and you need to check the greatest exponents, which is it's to the second power. So what kind of monomial is this? What kind of polynomial is this? Is a quadratic binomial. And now how many monomial do we have? We have 4. So I need you to place terms in order. I'm going to put the greatest one to the first, and then we have 4x, 7x, and we have minus 1. But now we have like terms here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine them, which is 11x minus 1. How many terms do we have? We have 3 monomials. It's called trinomial. And it's to the third power, so it's cubic. It's a cubic trinomial. And I need you to write this form in standard form, like decreasing order, right? You remember, you guys know what I'm saying? So, but because like x constant to the second power, they're not in order, right? So I need you to put them in order and answer the question. All right, now we're going to practice how to add polynomials, but I know you guys are expert in combining like terms, so I think we have no problem here. So let's look at 30. So now you add like terms, 4w, 9w. You can do vertical way like this. You can also do horizontal way like this. So it's going to be 13w. What's negative 5 plus 2? It's minus 3. And we have 9x squared plus 8, right? And then you just add them together. I'm going to let you do it by yourself. And we have like terms, these two like terms, 20x squared, and these two like terms, which is 5. So I need you to do these 2 questions by yourself in a couple of minutes. All right, let's move on to subtracting. So now we're going back to the slide that we were. Okay, so where we were. When you simplify this kind of expressions, we need to use this rate property because we have subtraction here. we still use keep, change, and change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do keep, change, and change. So you're going to distribute this -1 to all three monomials. So what is going to be, what it looks like is, so I'm going to repeat, write this and 5x, and I'm going to distribute this. So -1 times 7, x to the third. It's, once again, it is -7x to the third power and plus -5x to the second power. And what's -1 times by -12? It is +12. +12. So now let's circle the like terms. These twos are like terms. And these twos are like terms. And they don't have like terms. Okay. So now what's x to the third power plus -7x to the third power? It's negative. There's one hiding. So it's going to be -6x to the third power. What about these two things? -3, -5, -8x to the second power. And we have 5x and 12. They don't have like terms, so they have to just be there. What about, oh yeah, I think we're done. So this is going to be the answer. There's no like term. There's nothing you can do. What's the degree of this polynomial? What's the highest, greatest? 3, right? And we have 4 monomials here. When you count monomials, you need to simplify and then count. This is actually part of your homework, so I need you to look at number 36 and 37. So when you subtract it, it's a little bit tricky, but don't forget to do keep, change, and change. Okay? So now I need you to rewrite it. 5n minus 2. I'm going to change it to addition question. Okay? So it's going to be -3n and plus -1 times 8, which is -8. I know how you guys know how to add. So what's 5n minus 3n? 2n. What's -2 minus 8? -10. So you can also write this or -2n minus 10. And we also have subtraction here, so I'm going to change it to addition and -1. Keep, change, change. So let's rewrite it. Change it to addition question. -4x cubed plus -9. So let's add this together. What's 6 minus 4? 2x cubed. 17 minus 9 plus 8. We're done. So I need you to do keep, change, change. And the reason why I do keep, change, change, you need to change it to addition question. Okay? You know how to add. So let's go back to the slide. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it up here. All right, so let's do classwork. I need you to start working on this page. So I need you to simplify, and I need you to write each polynomial in standard form and answer the questions.